The human brain is a marvel of evolution, a machine capable of extraordinary feats. But what if you could tap into the science behind its operation? What if you could decode the secrets of high performance? Welcome to Inside the Mind of an Executive, the NeuroScience of High Performance, where we unveil the science behind the world's most successful people.
I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
Good! The game's over and the Bulls have won.
Imagine a brain that never stops growing, constantly reshaping itself to your experiences. This is neuroplasticity, the brain's natural ability to reshape and reorganize itself throughout your life. The promise of neuroplasticity? That no matter where you are in life, it's possible to rewire your brain to achieve greatness. Neuroplasticity was once believed to be limited to childhood, but in recent studies like those of Dr. Michael Marzanich show that the adult brain is equally capable of significant reorganization. For example, in the study on stroke recovery, patients who engaged in an intensive therapy showed a dramatic remapping of motor function to undamaged brain areas. There are also some neural mechanisms to be aware of as well. So long-term potentiation, LTP, and synaptogenesis are critical mechanisms. LTP strengthens the connections between neurons while making synaptic transmissions more efficient, while synaptogenesis refers to the formation of new synapses, increasing the brain's capacity for learning. In moments of extreme pressure, the brain is pushed to its limits. The stakes are high, and success or failure rests and hinges on a few critical moments. How does the brain respond? The paradox of stress is that while it can cripple some, it can propel others to new heights. The Yerkes-Dodson law explains that this paradox, showing that there is an optimal level of arousal for peak performance, so too little stress and the brain lacks the stimulation to perform well. Too much and cognitive function deteriorates. See, under stress, the amygdala triggers the release of cortisol, a stress hormone. While short bursts of cortisol can enhance alertness and focus, which is an adaptive stress response, chronic exposure leads to hippocampal atrophy, impairing memory and learning. Dr. Carol Dweck, known for her work and research on mindset, explains that how we perceive challenges can significantly impact our brain's ability to adapt. Her research shows that individuals with a growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed, exhibit greater neuroplasticity than those with a fixed mindset.
We taught students that every time they pushed out of their comfort zone to learn something really, really hard and they stuck to it, the neurons in their brain could form new, stronger connections, and over time, they could become smarter.
Studies involving neuroimaging have shown that people with a growth mindset display increased activation in the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for planning and problem solving when faced with challenges. This activation correlates with more adaptive cognitive strategies. Dr. Dweck's work highlights that the brain's response to failure is monumentally different between individuals with different mindsets. Growth mindset individuals experience failure as a learning opportunity, while those with a fixed mindset see it as a threat to their self-worth, triggering a fight or flight response.
If you look at the fixed mindset brain on the left, nothing is happening. But if you look at the growth mindset brain on the right, it's on fire with yet. They're processing the error deeply, learning from it, and correcting it.
To leverage the power of neuroplasticity and optimize your brain's performance, we introduce the NEAT framework. This 4-step process helps you systematically rewire your brain for continuous improvement and peak performance. So this is the NEAT framework. N, nurture. Cultivate a growth-promoting environment Engage with diverse, challenging tasks to stimulate the brain's plasticity. Studies have shown that exposure to enriched environments such as complex tasks, social interactions, and physical exercise lead to an increase in dendritic branching in the brain, which enhances cognitive flexibility. E is for engage. Actively engage in cognitive and physical challenges. The brain strengthens connections that are used regularly while pruning away those that are not. The principle of use it or lose it underpins this step. Neuroimaging studies reveal that regularly engaging in activities like problem solving, learning new skills, or physical exercise enhances cortical thickness and improves brain function. A is for adapt. Embrace mistakes as opportunities for learning. The brain's ability to adapt is maximized when it's challenged to overcome obstacles. Research on neurogenesis, the birth of new neurons, suggests that exposure to new and challenging experiences increases the survival of those neurons, particularly in the hippocampus, which is crucial for learning and memory. T is for train. Reinforce new neural pathways through consistent practice. Repetition is key, strengthening synaptic connections and embodying new skills. Myelination, the process which axons are insulated, speeds up neural communication so we can get faster and more intelligent through this process. Regular practice leads to increased myelination of frequent used neural pathways, making them more efficient and more resilient under pressure. This is why high-performance people can make decisions and good decisions under monumental pressure. So what does it mean to have a brain that's rewired for success? Well, the benefits are profound. With a neat, trained brain, you not only perform better under pressure, you excel, constantly outperforming your previous limits. Longitudinal studies on elite performers such as Olympic athletes and top executives show that those who regularly engage in neuroplasticity enhancing practices like mindfulness, continuous learning, and physical exercise demonstrate superior cognitive function, emotional resilience, and decision-making abilities compared to their peers. So a well-trained brain exhibits enhanced connectivity across critical regions, including the prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, and amygdala. This connectivity underpins better memory, faster decision-making, and better and greater emotional regulation, which are the key traits of high performers. Success isn't just a matter of willpower or luck, it's a science. By understanding and applying the principles of neuroplasticity through the NEAT framework, you can unlock a level of performance you never thought possible. The path to excellence is now clear, and it starts with your brain.